The Battle of Maia was a battle between French and British forces during the Peninsular War. Background: after Wellington's decisive defeat of King Joseph at Vitoria, he advanced to capture San Sebastian and Pamplona, the last French outposts on Spanish soil. While Wellington concentrated his efforts on capturing the strategically important port of San Sebastian, he sent 11,000 men under the Irish-Spanish General O'Donnell to blockade Pamplona. To prevent a French counter-attack over the Pyrenees, Wellington positioned General Hill's corps over a 50-mile front, to cover the coastal road and the main passes over the mountains. The battle, having rapidly rebuilt and reorganized his forces after their defeat, the French under Marshal Soult launched an attack towards Pamplona through the passes of Maia and Roncesvalles. The French force at Maia consisted of 3 divisions, with additional units of National Guards, around 21,000 men in all, commanded by d'Erlon. The pass at Maia was defended by units of the British 2nd Division commanded by Lieutenant General Sir William Stewart. The pass itself was held by the Lieutenant Colonel John Cameron's 1st Brigade and the Brigadier General Pringle's 3rd Brigade, while the remainder of the division were posted several miles further back. The French advanced from Urdax at around 10:30. Stewart, having heard the sounds of gunfire from Roncesvalles, had ridden off earlier to investigate, and so command devolved to Brigadier General Pringle, who had arrived in Spain just the day before. Pringle was heavily outnumbered, and despite fierce resistance, particularly from a half battalion of the 1st, 92nd, when only 400 Scotsmen held an entire French division at bay for 20 minutes before pulling back, having lost half their strength killed or wounded, and the gradual arrival of the rest of the division, the British were slowly, but inevitably, pushed back. At 1400 Stewart returned and ordered the British to retreat to a better defensive position. An hour later, with the French on the cusp of a decisive victory, the arrival of 3 battalions, about 1,500 men, from the British 7th Division on the French flank, made d'Erlon hesitate. Wary of walking into a trap, he disengaged, and the fighting subsided. At 2000 the British, having learned of the defeat at Roncesvalles, were obliged to retreat southwards towards Pamplona. Aftermath: the Allied forces regrouped and made a stand near the village of Seraurine. Later Wellington admitted that splitting his forces in order to besiege both San Sebastian and Pamplona simultaneously was one of the greatest faults he ever committed in war.